You've said this before, maybe in passing, maybe under your breath. I can't do this. I'm just not that guy. That's not who I am. Harmless, right? Wrong! Those words are orders to your subconscious mind. And guess what? It's always listening. There is no sarcasm in the subconscious mind, no metaphors, no just joking. It takes every word literally. It obeys without question, without delay, without fail. Every time you speak doubt, you program it. Every time you repeat limitation, you lock it in. This isn't motivation. This is biology. This is psychology. This is auto-suggestion, inspired by the book Think and Grow Rich. Let's break it down, how these teeny habits become massive chains, and how to break free. There's a war going on inside your head, and it's not silent. It's constant, relentless. Two voices fighting over control, every hour, every moment, every breath. One voice says, you got this, you're strong, you're capable, keep going, we were built for this. And the other voice whispers, you're always gonna screw up. You're not smart enough. You're not built like them. Don't try. You'll just fail again. Now let me ask you, which voice wins? Always the same answer. The one you feed. See, most men don't lose because they lack talent. They don't fail because they lack time. They collapse because they believe the wrong voice. We live in a world that trains men to be mentally weak. From the moment you're young, you're bombarded with messages telling you to doubt yourself. Commercials say, you're not attractive enough. Buy this. Social media says, you're not successful enough. Compare yourself. The world says, play it safe. Play it small. Be realistic. And slowly, the second voice, the one that whispers fear, becomes the one you trust most. But here's what they don't tell you in school. Your inner voice is the architect of your reality. Your inner voice is the architect of your reality. And Think and Grow Rich isn't just a book about getting money. It's about reprogramming your belief system, because wealth, power, respect, focus, they all begin in the mind. Before you ever hold success in your hands, you must hold it in your mind. Napoleon Hill called it auto-suggestion, the conscious practice of planting thoughts in your subconscious mind until they take root and reshape your identity. Let's break that down. You already talk to yourself daily. That voice in your head, that's auto-suggestion. But most of the time, it's unconscious and negative. Let's be real. How often do you say things like, I'm not good at sales. I can't stay consistent. I always lose focus. I don't have the discipline. I'm not just that lucky. I'll never be like him. Now ask yourself, where did those thoughts come from? Were you born thinking that way? Of course not. They were downloaded from school, from rejection, from failure, from comparison, from trauma. But here's the trap. Say something enough and your subconscious mind accepts it as law. That's danger. That's the silent killer of potential. Because the subconscious mind doesn't argue. It doesn't fact check. It doesn't say, wait, is that true? It hears, I'm not disciplined, and it goes, got it, boss. Let me make sure you act like someone who isn't. Then it goes to work. You stop trying, you hesitate before new opportunities, you procrastinate, you talk yourself out of big goals, you self-sabotage just before the big breakthrough, and you start to believe, maybe I'm just not made for more. But the problem isn't you. It's the program you're running. You see? Your subconscious is like a soldier, loyal, obedient, emotionless. It simply follows the orders it's given, over and over and over again. And when your commands are weak, fearful, self-defeating, your life reflects it. So if you've been stuck and you feel like you're always falling short, you've been telling yourself, I don't know what's wrong with me. Here's your answer. You gave your subconscious mind the wrong script. You've been speaking like a victim. You've been narrating your limitations instead of your possibilities. You've been reciting a script of weakness and wondering why you don't feel strong. But the good news, that voice, the one inside you, can be retrained. It's not your thoughts. You are the one who chooses them. Stop feeding the voice of doubt. Stop watering the weeds and start building a new script, one sentence at a time. Speak like the man you want to become, not the boy you used to be. Instead of, I can't stay focused, say every day, I'm becoming more locked in. Instead of, I'm bad at sales, say, I'm learning to persuade into close with power. Instead of, I'm not consistent, say, I'm a man who finishes what he starts. It doesn't matter what you believe yet. What matters is repetition. What matters is conviction. What matters is that you show your mind who's in charge. Because your inner voice isn't just commentary. It's a command center. And every word you speak is the blueprint of who you're becoming. So from this day forward, speak like a king. Think like a builder. Talk to yourself like you already are the man you're chasing. Because eventually, your mind will believe you. And when your mind believes you, your actions follow, your habits shift, and your reality changes. One thought at a time. Here's the truth you were never taught in school. Your subconscious mind is always listening, always watching, always absorbing. And it's not judging you, it's not analyzing, it's not filtering good from bad, it just accepts. It records your words, stores your thoughts, and then works silently behind the scenes to turn them into reality. Your subconscious is the most powerful, obedient machine in the universe. But unlike your conscious mind, it doesn't debate, it doesn't question, it doesn't say, wait, is this what we really want? No. It says, Roger that. If that's what you believe, I'll make sure your life matches it. And that's what makes it so dangerous and so powerful. You see, the most impactful conversation you'll ever have is the one you have with yourself. Let me ask you something. When's the last time you genuinely hyped yourself up? No sarcasm, no fake flexing, just raw, honest self-encouragement. When's the last time you looked in the mirror and said, I'm powerful, I'm proud of the man I'm becoming, I'm unstoppable, and actually meant it? Most men never do. They feel silly, they laugh it off, they act like confidence is cringe. But let me tell you what's really cringe. Saying I'm tired 20 times a day like it's a badge of honor. Saying I'm broke and calling it a personality trait. Saying I suck at this every time it gets hard. Saying I'm just not good with women every time you get rejected, and treating it like it's your destiny. That's auto-suggestion too. You're already practicing it, just in reverse. You're programming failure. You're hypnotizing yourself into weakness. You're building an identity that doesn't serve you. And then you wonder why life feels so heavy. Why things don't change, why you're stuck in the same loop. It's not because life is unfair, it's because your language is lazy. But here's the difference between average men and elite men. The average man uses his voice to vent. The elite man uses his voice to reprogram. They understand this principle. The subconscious becomes what it hears most. So what do? They speak with intention. They declare their identity even before it feels true. They write it down, their goals every day in present tense. They speak affirmations out loud with emotion. They look themselves in the eye and say what they want to become, not what they feel right now. They visualize success as if it already happened. They protect their self-talk like it's sacred, because it is. And here's the wild part. It works, not because of magic, Because your brain can't tell the difference between a thought repeated 1,000 times and reality. Let that sink in. If you tell your mind, I'm confident, focused, and magnetic, with enough conviction and repetition, your brain will begin to build neural pathways to match those words. Your behavior starts to shift, your habits evolve, your posture changes, your voice gets deeper. People treat you differently, and they don't even know why. Why? Because your internal programming shift. You started broadcasting a new signal, and the world responded. You see, you don't need to be born confident. You don't need to fake it till you make it. You need to train it until it sticks. Just like going to the gym. You don't lift once and grow. You don't say one affirmation and expect a new life. If you show up every day, if you speak life into yourself with consistency and emotion, your mind will evolve. And when your mind evolves, everything else follows. Because you can't always control external circumstances, but you can always control your internal suggestions. You may not have $1 million yet. You may not have that dream body. You may not be living in that penthouse overlooking the skyline. But you can speak like that man. You can think like that man. You can reprogram your identity today and let your reality catch up tomorrow. That's the key. So from this moment on, no more careless words. No more I'm not good enough. No more I'm always messed up. No more I can't focus. No more I'm not lucky. Kill the language that kills your future. Replace it with a voice that commands your power. I'm focused. I finish when I start. I become more powerful by the day. I have what it takes. My success is inevitable. Say it until it feels real. Then say it more. Because the man who controls his language controls his mind. And the man who controls his mind becomes unstoppable. Now let's get tactical. Can we get tactical? Because I gave you the mindset. You felt the fire. Now let's turn the fire into a daily weapon. Because all this power means nothing if you don't apply it. So how do you actually use the auto-suggestion to change your life? Simple. Turn repetition into identity. Your brain equals a garden. Your mind is not a machine, it's a garden, and your words are seeds. Now ask yourself, what have you been planting? Most men walk around scattering seeds of weakness all damn day. I can't focus. I'm bad with money. I'll always be broke. I'm not the type who gets results. I'm lazy. I've always been that way. Then they're surprised when weeds grow in their mind, and they wonder why they procrastinate, they overthink, they quit early, they stay broke and feel lost. It's not random, it's just reaping what you planted. But here's the power of auto-suggestion. You can plant something else, something better, something stronger. You can rewrite the code of your identity, word by word. And it doesn't take magic, it takes consistency. Now here's the auto-suggestion routine, directly inspired by Think and Grow Rich. This is the blueprint. Do it every day. Watch yourself evolve. Step 1, choose your identity statement. This is not just a mantra, it's a new mental software. Make it personal, present tense, powerful. Here's some examples. I am focused, disciplined, a high-value man. I attract wealth through aligned action and purpose. I dominate distractions. I focus when I start. I speak with confidence. I lead with clarity. I am built to win, and I act like it daily. Get a pad and write down your own, and say it like your life depends on it. Leave in the comments the first thing you wrote down. Step 2. Write it, speak it, repeat it, drill it in. Write your identity statement every morning. Say it out loud with intensity. Repeat it before bed. Set reminders on your phone. Record it. Listen to it during workouts, your walks, your grind. Burn it into your subconscious mind like a sculpture. It might feel awkward at first. Do it anyway, because success doesn't care about your comfort zone. Step 3, feel it like it's already true. Here's the secret sauce: emotion. Your subconscious mind doesn't just respond to words. It responds to emotion tied to words. Don't just say, I'm disciplined. Feel what it feels like to wake up at 5 a.m. Feel what it feels like to walk in a room and command respect. Feel the power of being the man who gets things done. Close your eyes. See him. Hear him. Be him. Visualization is not a fantasy. It's a mental rehearsal. And if you rehearse it enough, your reality will catch up. Step 4, starve the opposite voice. Now here's what 99% of men fail. They do all the right things in the morning, then undo it with one self-destructive comment midday. I'm such an idiot. I'll never be like him. I always mess this up. That voice, that's old programming trying to re-survive. So what do? Catch it, challenge it, change it. Here's an example. Old voice: I'm not disciplined. New voice: that's not true anymore. I became elite. Old voice: I don't belong in this room. New voice: yes I do. I've trained for this. Every time you reject the lie, you reinforce the truth. And over time, that new voice, it becomes your default setting. Repetition, belief, behavior equals results. Let's break down the loop that runs your life. Repetition creates belief, which drives behavior, which produces results, which reinforce your belief. That's the loop you're in right now, whether you like it or not. The question is, are you looping greatness? Are you looping garbage? Because whatever you repeat most wins. You've been stuck in the wrong cycle for years, but now it's time to break the loop. It's time to use auto-suggestion the way the 1% use it. Not for hype, not for fantasy, but for reprogramming. Rewire your focus, rewire your habits, rewire your destiny. Because the most powerful thing you could tell yourself isn't I made it. It is, this is who I am now. Here's the final truth, the one most men never grasp. If you don't tell your mind who you are, the world will do it for you. In the world, it doesn't care about your greatness. It profits off your insecurity. It sells you comfort. It markets doubts and feeds you labels. Lazy, average, replaceable, until you believe them. But you're not here for average. You were never built for that. You're done being programmed by haters, by algorithms, by critics, by old wounds, by voices that never built a damn thing. From this point forward, you speak your truth or you live someone else's lie. Words are not just sounds, they're blueprints. Let's get this clear. When you say I am focused, I am powerful, I am the type of man who follows through, you're not lying, you're leading. You're not faking, you're forging. Because the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between truth and repetition. It just obeys what it hears the most. So every time you speak strength, you're stacking bricks on the foundation of the man you're becoming. Want to know why you feel weak sometimes? It's not your genetics, it's not your circumstances. It's because you've been narrating your weakness. I can't stay consistent. I've always been broke. I'm not like those guys. I mess up on everything. Say it long enough and you'll start to live it like it's gospel. But here's the truth. You've never been stuck. You've just been rehearsing the wrong script. Change your script. Change your life. Every morning is a mic check. So what are you saying? Are you speaking defeat before you even start your day? Or are you declaring war on limitation? Because you have two options. Keep repeating the words that broke you. Start repeating the words that build you. Here's the kicker. You don't wait until you believe it to say it. You say it until you believe it. Tell your brain, I am a machine of discipline. I attract success because I act like success. I make moves, I don't make excuses. And your brain will just adjust. Your actions will align, and your world will respond. Now I'm gonna give you a practical power move. The daily declaration. Write this down, speak it out loud, repeat it daily. I am focused, driven, unstoppable. I finish what I start. I take massive action. I reject distraction. I am a magnet for opportunity because I live on purpose. I do not chase comfort. I chase legacy. That's not hype. That's your operating system. Because here's the final secret. The man who speaks with power begins to walk with power. The man who speaks with vision begins to see vision. The man who commands his inner world becomes unshakable in the outer one. The brain believes what the mouth repeats. You've heard it before. I can't focus. I'm not built for that. I'll always mess up. It's too late for me. Every time you say that, your brain says, got it. I'll make that true. But now, starting the day, you can flip the switch. Every time that old voice shows up, you interrupt it. You rewrite it. You replace it. I can't becomes I will. I'm not becomes I'm becoming. I always fail becomes this time I dominate. Because the language builds reality, and the man who commands his language commands his life. This is the last reminder. Speak like the man you're becoming. Speak future into existence, not once, not sometimes, every single day. When you're tired, when you feel doubt, when no one's watching, when nothing's working yet, especially then. Because that's how men are forged. You don't just talk different, you train different, you think different, you rise different. So if you want change, it starts with your mouth. Because every time you say I can't, your brain believes you. But the moment you say I will, your entire world starts listening. And one day soon, it'll answer back. Today, choose a new script, write it, speak it, feel it, do it every day. Watch your mind and your life evolve. The next level of your life is waiting on one voice. Yours! If you want to know why money isn't the main point on Think and Grow Rich, watch this video on the screen.